My name is I'm reporter James Cavales, IR number 5. My example 8-12. Hospital infection. A medical investigation claimed that the average number of infections per week at a hospital in southwestern Pennsylvania is 16.3. A random sample of 10 weeks had a mean number of 17.7 infections. The sample standard deviation is 1.8. There are enough evidence to reject the investigation claim at confidence interval of 0.05. Assume the variable is normally distributed. Our solution have a step. Our step 1, we need to find our two hypotheses, hypothesis 0 and hypothesis 1. Our hypothesis 0 is the mean of equals 16.3. 16.3 claim in our given question that the average number of infections per week at the hospital in southern Pennsylvania have a 16.3. But in hypothesis 1, the mean is not equal to 16.3. In our investigation, there have possibility that 16.3 or 16.3 infection can be increased. That not because of that is mean is not equal 16.3. Step 2, we need to find our critical value. For finding our critical value, we need to look our confidence interval and our DF, the degree of freedom. For finding our degree of freedom, we need to calculate the number of infection. Our number of infection is 10 and minus 1 for finding our DF equals 9. Our degree of freedom is equals 9. And to find our critical value, we need to look our table F. First, we need to look our degree of freedom is 9 and confidence interval. There are two confidence interval is the quantile and total. First, we need to look at total. Zero in this side, our total is 0.05, and our red arrow point in 2.262. That are critical value. In our critical value have a 2 because of total a positive 2.262 and negative 2.262. Test 3, our step 3, the test value is to we need to use or finding our test value we need to use its formula. The formula is the test value equals sample mean minus mean over sample standard deviation dash square root of number of infection. Our sample mean is 17.7 minus 16. Our mean is 16.3 over sample standard deviation of 1.8 dash square root of number infection. Our number infection is 10. Calculate 8 and our test value have a 2.460. Our step 4, reject the null hypothesis since 2.460 is greater than 2.62. Why is rejected? First, if you want to determine easily, we need to use a bell-shaped curve, and we need to put our critical value our two sides of normal bell-shaped curve. negative and positive shape. Positive. Our negative 2.262 and positive 2.262. And our distant area is 0.95. And our one tail, each tail of 2.262 equals of 0.025. To determine if the null hypothesis rejected or not, if the answer is the greater than to our critical value, or sa Bisaya, kung gusto niyo masabtan, kung ang answer mulapas sa or mo kana mulapas sa kwan sa na sa na, or malapas sa shaded part. Kung malapas sa shaded part, or sa moabot lang siya sa shaded part, rejected na siya. Kung di siya malapas, not rejected. And step 5, there are enough evidence to reject the claim. The average number of infection is 16.3. And that are our conclusion that the infection can be increased, or there are possibility that the infection is not 16.3.